an NDA. And so I've discussed that with potential buyers, and they're open to that as well. So I'm just really excited, I think more so for Friday than anything, just to kind of get the ball rolling, the property closed, and then the lease back started.
Excellent, excellent. So she was in agreements with the lease back. Is that right? Perfect. So, and you guys agreed upon an amount for the month, per day?
So I negotiated, and I let her know that it would potentially be like about $800, depending on when we can get that property closed.
Okay, look at you, man. Congratulations on that. As I know you're very nervous about that. So, hey, you know what is that? Check 2, 3, because first was getting a deal, which you've gotten. Second was finding some buyers, which you've done, and now it's working a lease back because the seller of the property needs a little bit of time to actually transition out. So this will allow her and afford her the opportunity of getting cash up front. Okay, and then just basically she's now a tenant. She's paying to live in her home, but she has the cash up front to develop her exit strategy. So kudos for you for that, because you discovered what the problem was for the seller, and you worked with the group, with the team, to discover what an opportunity and a solution was. And so now, hey, look, you're moving right along. So kudos for that. So, all right. So now you're worried about, the buyers that you have lined up that want to go view the property, right? Okay. So, and all right. So have you worked it out with the seller if she's going to be the one to let them in? Or is it possible for you to have a third party be the one to let them in, and you kind of quote unquote host an open house for maybe an hour or two?
I haven't done that. I think that would be an awesome idea. I just assumed that she would be the one to let them in, and I would just have the buyers do the NDA. But I like your idea of like this open house thing. So what would be a good way to navigate through that? Because the day that she gave me was Friday before 1. So I'm assuming she would want to be able to allow access.
Okay, excellent. So what I'll do is I'll share with you a couple sites to where you can actually hire help, to where they will go in and actually, stay there for an hour or two while you have your open house. I would try to do it as, maybe an hour, because I know you have a handful of buyers, so not too many, right? Okay, but all are super interested. So
yeah. Sorry. Surprisingly enough, there's a lot of people, like out of all of the properties that I've acquired, New York is the only one that has had this many like interested people within the area that are like, I actually want to physically walk through it. So it's actually kind of overwhelming, because I don't want to overwhelm the seller with all these people just like going into her home.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's schedule an open house, and then I'll work with you to show you, the sources that I use for, to get people to come out and actually, stand in as basically as a gatekeeper. They're there to make sure nobody steals anything, as well as making sure that, the sellers can, the buyers can actually enter the property and, take their photos and do their walkthroughs. So we'll circle back around. Make sure you just get with me within the next probably next 10 to 12 hours. So
okay.
For you.
Okay. And how would be, because like I just explained to her as a seller that my team will be going to the property to take photos, additional photos, more detailed photos, look at potential scope of work. What would be a good way to explain that to her? Would I just say an open house, or do you think that would freak her out?
Yeah, open house may be the wrong terminology to use with a with an owner occupied property. So what I would do is, whenever we have our one-on-one, just get on my calendar. I'll ask you a couple questions about the seller to kind of get a really good idea of, her personality style, as well as her motivation, because we don't want to spook her. That's one thing we don't want to do, is spook her. So we'll have that conversation, and we'll guide and walk you through. I'll ask you questions, so I'm going to be, giving advice based upon information you share with me. But excellent, congrats on that.
Okay, thanks.
Keep them going, keep them going, keep them coming. I like it. We're proud of you super, super proud of you and happy for you. Cool. All right. So, Jaron, I know you have something that you're working on too. You went out and got a contract signed over the weekend. And let's see here. I received an email from you I think that was a text with a fax number. But have you actually gotten that document that you needed?
Yeah, so I faxed everything over to the bank, and I called the bank and everything to confirm it, but they were closed today. So I'll call them tomorrow and see to make sure that they got it.
Yep. So, just be aware that, it could be received, but they may not be able to confirm it for 24 to 48 hours. So I know you faxed it over the weekend, so nothing happened there. So, I would actually, unless you just have some extra time, you're excited, but definitely by, let's see here, by Thursday, Friday should be in the system. So I like it, man. I like it. So with that one there, man, look, you're starting that process going down the line. And hey, I'm gonna tell you, man, hey, coach on me, because he said, hey man, you can't be giving these folks all this extra stuff. I say, you know what, man, forget it. But hey, I'm giving it to Jaron. Jaron's going out there, man. He's slaying that dragon. He's doing what he got to do to be successful. And so we're super happy for you and proud for you. He was joking when he said it, but but seriously, we are, man. We're excited for you.
Excited too.
Absolutely. Yeah, keep it going, man. And look at Coach. Hey, look at.
Yeah, he trying to play the good cop, bad cop, man. Stop doing me like that.
Hey, he already know who the bad cop is. hey, he know on Wednesday nights that bad cop come out. Guys, what you doing, guys?
Hey, Coach, come out.
Hey,
Coach, come out.
Hey, he tried to get me on Wednesday, but man, hey, I put the phone down. Hey, you ain't done eating yet.
He said, I'm running. Hey, I see what's going on over there.
Oh, no pause, man.
Nah, man, y'all, sorry for my tardiness. I just got off the road, and when I got off the road, man, I've been on the phone ever since. And actually, man, 4.5 hours. I didn't know how much you could talk on the phone in 4.5 hours.
Hey, you see why I enjoy my 7-hour drive and how like it goes. It flows like. Did you look up and you was back in NC?
Bruh, listen. All I can say is I talked to the lawyer in Mississippi for about 45 minutes. She repeated the same thing over and over again, but it was free. I talked to the tenant the seller in Mississippi. We were jaw jacking around, right? But we were getting accomplished. We're getting stuff accomplished. So, man, if you don't mind, let me.
Do you want to see me dunk?
Nah, man, I want to see your mama dunk. Where your mama at?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, damn, man! Stop that video.
You guys ready?
There you go. I stopped the video on time.
Yeah. Let me go.
I don't know what happened.
Let me go ahead and fix it up here.
Yeah, Coach. Get rid of him. And I think I don't know who Cliff Joseph is, man. I don't know if that's a real person or not. All right, who else? And they're playing games.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't think Cliff Joseph a real person either, brother. And that
I'm a real person.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yep, I got it on here, Coach.
Yeah, I don't think that's All right, so let me tell y'all about how this worked today. Oh wow, how did
Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's Shanice. That is a real person.
No, that's Cliff. Who's the Cliff Joseph guy? I don't think that Cliff Joseph real. Oh, hi. They said hi. Okay, all right, we'll keep you in there. I'm making sure. All right, look, man. Let me tell you about. Oh, this guy is Cliff Joseph. All right. Oh, that's the guy that playing around, Cliff Joseph. Yeah, I thought so. I know it. That name sounds like a made up name. Hey, but look, check this out.
Well, no one can speak without or show their video without our approval. So moving forward. So yeah.
All right, I just removed it. All right, so check this out. No crap, guys. I mean, this is serious, y'all. I hate working, right? Y'all know I hate working. I swear to God, I don't tell y'all that just to put on a facade. I like leadership, I like direction, and I love mentoring and coaching and assisting. My joy comes from knowing that you're making the money and knowing that you're doing what I said that works and it go out and works. That's my joy right there. And then my joy comes from the fact that you're setting yourself up for success, right? However, my brother is making a lot, he making moves. So since Joe making moves, I look at it as friendly competition to make me go out there and challenge me to start making more moves as well, right? It's a friendly competition that, hey, my brother moving forward, hell, okay, then you know what? I want to grab the hem of his garment and pull with him. You know, that Jesus, y'all never mind, y'all don't know that. But
we with you, brother. We with you.
So
hey, the him healed that woman.
Heal that woman, all right? Just because she had faith. All right, never mind. Y'all ain't ready for that. So I look at when Joe making moves and he's sharing this information with us. I don't look at it as, hey, he's sharing this information just to tell about what Joe doing. He's sharing this information so y'all get motivated and take action. And in return, I'm like, okay, then you know, my brother, I see what he's doing. So let me start taking more action. Guys, now the woman called me. She called me with opportunity. I did everything I told you I was gonna do. I emailed her all the paperwork and she filled it out. So guess what happened when she filled out the paperwork, Joe?
What's that?
What's she gonna do? If she fill out paperwork, then I'm telling her to fill out. What's she gonna do? Make sure her interest is best, ain't it?
Yep. That's
she
number
did
one.
that.
Yep, number one.
She did that because I was too lazy to fill out paperwork. So she benefited the most from the paperwork. Period. And I didn't mind because the house is worth $267,000. $267,000. She told me to buy the house for $225,000. She went down from $225,000 to $205,000. From $205,000 to $186,000. All right. I agreed to every number she said. I said, yes, yes, yes. I don't care what number she said because I just agree. I learned one thing with anybody. I hate to hear no, so I don't say no to people. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. And then when it's time for me to spend the money, that's when I talk. I'm telling you how it works. When it's time for me to actually put money on, I'm like, whoa, these numbers not adding up. I said yes to this based off of this, but that don't work for me and that don't work for you. So how can we make this a win-win situation? I'll take this.
Wait a second, coach. Wait a second, because I just want clarification.
Yeah.
So on this transaction, you telling me that you made $79,000?
I'm gonna make it in the future. I ain't made it yet.
Well, have you signed your paperwork?
Nope.
Well, you better hurry. You better hurry up, man.
I don't need to. She signed it, and I got a copy of her signature.
Hey, you better hurry up, man. For I get to find out what her name and number is.
Nah, anybody work with me, lawyer.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, she lawyer.
Dude, that's $79,000.
Yeah,
from signing your name.
I ain't even signed it yet, and I'm dragging my feet on it.
Man, I'm about to call your mama.
No,
call your mama until you drag your feet and tell her you done made it. Both in one.
I already paid her the money. I already told mama I made it.
Well,
so the money matters, right? The money matters. I already made the commitment of the deal, and I gave her $8,200, $8,225, $8,250. All right, so this is the sweet deal. Payment? Yeah, just down payment. This is the sweet deal, guys. Let me share with y'all this. This lady had me at 3 years. At 3 years, I was going to have to pay her back the remaining balance of the $16,500, because that's how she wants, $16,500, right? Today I talked to her. We talked about this, we talked about that, we talked about this, we talked about that. And at the end of the day, she said, all right, then. I said, listen, I know I agreed to your 2 years. However, I need more time. I said, how long do you have on your mortgage? She said, 24 years. I said, can we do anywhere near clear 24 years? She said, absolutely not. I said, well, I'm in the business of trying to help people. And right now with that, any constraints you put on me, I'm going to put on somebody else, because I'm going to lease option this house out to someone else, an end buyer, because I'm in the business of helping people, not hurting people. I won't, right now, the interest rate is at 6%, guys. Interest rate is at 6%. Everybody can't afford to go to the bank and get a house and a loan and a house that they want at 6%. So since interest rate is 6%, you have to cut your finger off, your toe off, and maybe an ear off to get a loan, because they ask you for so much documentation, proof of your financial statement, proof of your bank account, proof of the money coming out of your bank account, proof of your bill, your pay stub, proof of 3 months of your pay stub, the last 2 years of your tax return. They ask for so much information. You got to cut off your toe, your finger, and an ear to get a loan for borrowing money at 6% interest rate. So many folks ain't gonna buy houses right now because they can't afford to get a house with that much interest on, when paying that much interest, unless they're gonna downsize on the house and the type of house. So I'm in the business of trying to help people own properties, right? So how to help them build on properties? Let's do lease options. So this young lady have a loan on a house. She wanted so much money, and she wanted some money to move out. I gave her so much money to move out, $82.25, $82.50, $8,250. Gave her that to move out so she can be happy and do everything. She paying all closing costs with that money. She paying any title insurance. She's paying anything that goes on with that house. She got to pay all that. I'm not paying nothing else besides $8,250, and that's it until 2 more years. Now, I'm still gonna give her 2 more years of 8,500, the other 85, 82, I don't know, 8250. Excuse me. However, we went from a 3-year term to 120 months terms today on a call coming back. So now I have 10 years to keep that property in her name with her bank, with her insurance company, and with a low 2.7 interest rate to lease option the house out to somebody else with a lease purchase, lease option, whatever you want to call it. That's when somebody comes with a $20,000 down payment and they buying a house for $260 from me. $260 with no interest. If I want to put interest on there, then I go to $245 with interest at a 3% interest. I do 3%. I'd be nice.
Right. So as of right now, you're thinking about doing a just whatever interest that's already on the loan, but
yep,
to 260,000, and you're going to ask for 20% down.
Yep,
like it.
Yep. So I'm making my money back. So y'all see how that $8,500 gonna get wiped out? You see how that $1,650, that $1,600, $1,605 gonna get wiped out? Because the person that come to buy the house got to bring that money down.
Right.
And I'm gonna make some money.
Right.
So when we say free houses, it may not be free up front. You may have to put some skin in the game to have the love and the relationship. And guess what, brother? I can show you right now when a woman takes me $100 for the key to open the house up. Give me $100 deposit for a key to open the house up to go and look through the house. I say, give me $100, cash out the money, send me a picture of your driving license, and now you can go in the house. That way, if something come up missing, who the last person came in the house? Send me a picture of the lockbox when you leave. Now I know when you left. Well, guess what? The next person, the code gonna say the same, but the next person, I done copied that lockbox instruction how to change the code, and anybody go in the house got to change the lock code after they go out. That way that you know you're the only one who knew the lock code. You're responsible for anything came up missing in the house.
Right.
She the only one been in the house right now, so I ain't worried about it. Ain't nobody know the code besides me, her, the woman that went in the house that gave me $100 deposit, and the girl that put the code up, the block on the house. I have not went to this house, guys. I have not set foot in this house. All I got is a video, and all I got is pictures. And I got everything that's wrong with the house that the lady provided me with. What you think about that, Joe? Am I doing it right or am I doing it wrong?
Man, brother, hey, apparently you're doing it right, man. You found an opportunity, negotiated with the seller, got the agreement signed and agreed to. Now you're moving on to you're finding your buyers. You've already sent had a young lady go in that was interested. Now, how did that turn out?
She said, nice house, too small for what she's trying to do.
Okay.
Oh, let's talk about that. Now, let's talk about that. So this is what the seller said, guys. So the lady called me like 5 times already. I had to tell the owner, don't give my personal cell phone out no more. Here's the number you give to anybody that asks me for my houses. I don't need you calling me on my call. You can't, hey, look, I don't need nobody to dictate my time. You call me on one of these numbers and I'll get back with you. And I got 2 different numbers. I got like 4 numbers, but I give 2 out for people to call me back so I can get back with you. All right. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is this woman said, I just want to rent. We bought land to build. I said, well, ma'am, that's absolutely sound beautiful. Right now, I remodel my house and I gut them out. And I used to pay maybe $40,000 to get a whole house, done. Now I'm paying like $80,000, $90,000 for the same thing. So if you're finna build a house from the ground up, you're finna pay crazy money on material, crazy money on labor, and then gas prices went up, so they're gonna charge you a surcharge on gas. So she said, yeah, that's why we're trying to rent a house. We want to get out of our apartment and we want to rent a house. I'm like, well, I'm not in the business of renting houses no more. I'm in the business of teaching people how to own and have wealth. So I want to sell you the house. I will sell it to you and I'm the bank. I want to be the bank and I will sell you the house. I'm no longer in the rental house business. I'm in a lease option business where you have the option to put your money down and you have the option to buy it. And if you choose not to buy it, it's non-refundable. Once you give me that 20% down, you don't get that money back. There's no questions asked. You don't get that money back. Man, she said, well, I don't know. I said, she told me, it's me, my husband, and my daughter. I said, great. You got a daughter. I said, do you own any houses? She said, no. I said, well, ma'am, if you die today tomorrow, your husband died today tomorrow, what you leaving your child? A rental house? A rent? A bill? What are you leaving them? And she said, woo, boy, you crazy. You right. You right. I said, ma'am, it's this simple. I'm giving you an option to buy a home that's nice. You can, she said, how much you want for it? I said, ma'am, you go to the house, tell me how much it's worth. I didn't even tell her how much I want. I said, you go to that house and you tell me how much it's worth. She said, how much you want a month for it? You go to that house, you tell me how much you can afford a month. That's what I told her. I said, you tell me how much you can afford. I'm not telling no numbers. I know the number in my head. When I tell you my number, you're gonna like my number. So you better tell me how much you're willing to pay for that house and how much you'll pay monthly. What is it worth to you? Now I'm calling that person to put themselves against the wall. I use the analysis. I said, you never heard somebody that's an alcoholic? They say, pull your own trouble. I said, ma'am, I want you to pull your own trouble. Tell me how much you're gonna pay a month. If the numbers sound good, she may say $4,000 a month. I'm taking it. Sign me up, coach. She said that, not me. That's a new strategy I'm learning, guys. I'm learning how to shut up and listen, learn how to ask right questions, let the people run their mouth, let them say, and if they say some stupid number like, I only got $5,000 down with it, and you ain't the right person in my house, and I keep moving. So I got a number in my head, which is maybe 20% down, right? And I got a number in my head, which is maybe 260, 255, or 245. And I promise you the 250, the 245 and the 255, I'll make more money off of those than the 260. Because I'm doing an interest rate. And once you do an interest rate, that's called the power of compound interest, guys. So either you're going to play the money outright, or either you're going to pay a lot more money over time if you got interest involved. So when I add an interest on top of the interest that we already paying, hey, that's your fault. You don't want to want a lower number, but you're paying more money for a lower number. Instead of just saying, okay, I'll take this amount and I'll pay this much each month towards it. And when we close the deal, I credit you everything you pay. And now if something happened to you, your husband, y'all pass, you got enough insurance to cover that amount, and you just cover the house and pay it off. Now you left your daughter and your husband, or your husband left his wife and his daughter in better hands. Owning something. And hey, this the beauty, bro. I told you I was on the phone with the lawyer. I told the lawyer, ma'am, I'm already looking at I got 13 pre-foreclosures in Vicksburg that I'm looking at, because if this strategy worked with one person, you're my go-to lawyer. You will handle all the paperwork. I would not handle any paperwork. All I'm gonna do is sign. That lawyer happy. She said, "Ooh, Mr. Williams, ooh, you so funny."
Ow.
You would handle all the paperwork. I said, anything we do, I want you to handle the paperwork with. I said, you're gonna do the paperwork with the lease option, and you're gonna do the paperwork with the owner finance. You're gonna do it all. I need you to take care of all that. Because guess what? When we go to court, I'm not going to court. You did the paperwork. You go represent. You know what you did. It's legally right. It's intact because you're following law. I said, hey, Joe, let me tell you this. I sent her all the paperwork that I gave her. all that extra stuff. She said, Mr. Williams, I don't need none of that. She said, Mr. Williams, I'm going to deal with the insurance. I'm going to deal with the title. And I'm going to deal with the contract, the purchase and sale. I'm going to do that part. Whatever paperwork you want to deal with her about, with the disclosures and stuff, they're between you and I. I'm going to make sure this is done right. That wraparound loan, or that subject to loan, or whatever y'all got that you're doing. I just need to know the terms and conditions, and I'm going to do everything. And guess who paying her?
Who paying
her, Joe?
Who paying her?
Not me. The seller. The seller paying all that. I'm not paying her.
I want to be like you.
No, ain't gonna eat. You better than me, man. You get a house a month right now. I ain't getting no house a month right now.
Hey, look, you getting them sexy style, man. You got folks doing the work.
I told you I'm lazy. Hey, I'm gonna always be lazy.
Hey, boy,
why be an entrepreneur if you ain't gonna be lazy?
Hey, look, hey, man. Hey, I guess I just refuse to learn, huh?
You learning, you don't be playing, you learning, you getting it.
Well, each one teach one. So absolutely, man. We're just, excited and proud of you, what you've been able to accomplish and achieve. And we're excited, man, that you're growing your business, your portfolio, you're inspiring other people to become homeowners, and you set your plan for yourself, your goals, and you're out executing them. And and as we spoke earlier, is that your plan is not the exact same as mine, which is not the exact same as Derek, which is not the same thing as Latia, and so forth. But you have a plan. That's it. You have a plan and you're working it. So what we're constantly trying to share is, guys, whenever you have these ideas and these thoughts, and you start working alongside of us, and you develop your plan, hey, we're there to assist you, and guide you with support to ensure that you can achieve your goal. But on our end is that, hey, we can do everything possible underneath the sun except take action for you. So, guys, so you continue to take the action for yourself, trust and believe in the process, and boom, you're in seat that coach is in. Coach just said, hey, look, man, I wasn't doing anything. I saw my brother Joe, he was doing stuff. And I said, you know what? Hey, I need to do something. It was a little, Kickstarter. Boom. I'm not going to say just like that, but before you know it, hey, he was working on, an actual opportunity himself as well. So, Coach, hey, hats off to you for that, man. Me personally, I'm definitely happy and proud, man, to be a part of it, to witness it, and to, just hear everything, the excitement in your voice, because you were excited.
Yeah, man, of course. I mean, I'm excited because this just landed in my hand. I didn't do nothing for it besides, hey, look at the fact that you started moving and say, okay, you know what, let me do a deal or two, man. I've been sitting still too long. I've been worried about people and coaching people and put my energy in them, that I'm like, you know what, let me go ahead and use some of the energy for myself. So, guys, it's just that easy, y'all. It's not that hard. You'll make this hard. You will make this hard before you get over it. Because I promise you this, at the end of the day, somebody needs you out there to help me. And if you're not out there helping people, you're selfish. If you're thinking about how many no's you hear, you're selfish. If you think about somebody cussing you out and that hurt your feelings, you're selfish. You think about you and you're not thinking about the help you can give people, the relief you can give people. At the end of the day, Joe, that young lady on that phone, even though she talking about I wind her down all that money, I'm like, I did what? I didn't do nothing. You kept coming back saying, well, this or well, that. Well, I do it for this, or I do it for this. I just want out the house. Oh, okay, then. Well, all I said, okay, yes. Okay, yes. And then when I heard a number that made sense.
You made it work. You put two and two together.
Yeah, and that's it. And she said, no, I'm just picking at you. I said, because at the end of the day, you wrote the paperwork up and you got everything you wanted. Because you wrote the paper for $16,500 with half down. I was going to give you $5,000 down. That's it. And that's probably it. But you wrote it up and I was too lazy to do the work. So guess what? You won. you won. You got it for the. Hey, y'all, I just put the link in there for tomorrow. I cannot promise you what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I cannot promise you what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I had several people ready. I'm sorry, Joe. My bad. I just put the link in there for tomorrow for Why Wait to Be Great meeting too. So I can't promise y'all what I'm going to talk about. I had some kids I was going to talk to in college about the violence going on in Louisiana, because that's where a lot of violence going on that I know of, the violence going on all over the world. Hey, Jaron, you in college, brother. If you want, man, if you can get like 2 or 3 guys together, man, and let's just talk about violence and talk about the world and talk about the summer and stuff, man, I'm all for it. Get on a Zoom call tomorrow at the same time as this and doing that. So I'm trying to find out a way during the summer to bring attention to others about some of the things that are going on in their communities and the kids that's making these dumb decisions and the crime rate going up and gun violence among our communities. And I just want to have, because I with college age kids or students to kind of have a little discussion that maybe somebody can hear and shed light and blow. So if you, Jaron, if you want to, man, hit me up and let me know if you in for that, or anybody else on this call that want to have a conversation, an open forum on Zoom where we talk about that. I mean, anybody. I just, I know that sometimes it's good to have college students to kind of give their take, because I'm like 20 years older than them. And they closer to the young people that's having these problems and that's doing it. So anybody, hit me up, text me, or go in the inbox saying you're willing to do it. I'll send you the link to sign up, and then we'll go live on Facebook in the Why Wait to Be Great community and just have an unscripted discussion about it. So anybody, it's all good. I don't want to just say for Jaron, but I know he's a college student, and anybody else that's a college student or anybody that just feel like they would like to have a discussion about that. All right, that's enough for that interlude.
Like it, man. I like what you got going on, Coach. I like what you got going on. But yeah. Any questions about any of that? Anything else you want to, continue to share, Coach?
Nah, man. I mean, right now, I'll be honest with you and be frank about this part. When I wrote the book, Why Wait to Be Great, I wrote the book thinking about financial security and financial freedom. And I'm trying to tell folks, why wait to start doing your dreams for your money, right? Basically, I get tired of hearing people saying they want to work a job until they 30 years and then they want to retire and then they want to start their business. I get tired of hearing the people saying that, the taxes are going up and the water bill and the electric bill going up, and they just griping and complaining, but they still get up in the morning, going to a job and coming back home and sitting on their butt and whining, right? So I'd rather hear people say, you know what, I'm working my butt off and I'm getting off work and I'm working on my own business as well, because you know what, my checks stay the same, but if I do my own business, I can get paid what I'm worth. Mm-hmm. So if I can get paid what I'm worth, that means my money can go up if I'm worth a lot. If I'm not worth nothing, then my money stay the same, or my money go down because I'm investing into me. So that's what the book Why Wait to Great was about at first. Financial security, stop waiting, start taking action. But I mean, God play funny games. I think I said this before to you all. I said it funny to somebody, that God plays so many funny games that he said, nah, son, you got another movement going on. You're trying to help people to take action in their purpose, not about money. The money gonna come, because if you find a need, A.G. Gaston say this, guy, the first man to pioneer the Black Titan. Look him up, A.G. Gaston, the Black Titan. He the one that came up with burial life insurance for Black folks, because every time Black folks died in the 1930s and the 20s and all that stuff, they didn't have no money to bury these people. So he started taking money from them on a monthly basis and creating a way to bury the dead. When your family member die, you have burial insurance. You may not make any money, but you have enough money to bury somebody. I read his book. I listened to his book, right? So A.G. Gaston right there in Georgia has started this, the Black pioneer, Black Wall Street, all that stuff. Y'all, we got history out there that we're not paying attention to, and we can't repeat it because we don't learn it. We too busy worried about what's going on now. But you need to look at your history of where we came from to grow from. And that's why I'm the way I am, guys. That's why I'm preachy or teachy or pushy, because it's so many folks that have died for us to be in this predicament. And we too busy working a damn job, making somebody else rich and helping somebody else with their dreams instead of pursuing yours or pursuing your purpose. Let me say that better. Pursuing your purpose. We have a purpose on this earth. We have a purpose. And if you do your purpose, God will take care of his kingdom. Yeah, you got to be within his kingdom. If you're not within his kingdom, you don't get taken care of. You have to keep on getting the pennies that they give you for showing up. Become valuable in who you are, learn who you are, and be great at who you are. And when you do those things, the money will come and God will take care of everything. He will take care of everything. I'm sorry for preaching. I ain't trying to preach to y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all that the Why We the Great is a movement. It's a movement. It's a movement. And I promise you, I didn't have that in mind when I started. I came on this earth with one goal, guys. I wrote that book, and I wrote that book thinking about financial security. And now it moved to let's motivate, let's inspire, let's get everybody to find out their purpose. Let folks go in silence and talk to God and figure out what they would love to do for the rest of their life and start pursuing it. And once you start pursuing it, the money will come. The money will come. The money will come. You ain't got to chase it. You ain't got to run after it. It will come. And that's what I'm doing. I didn't have to call that young lady about the deal. I told her yes to everything she said. And when it came down to me to extra spend money, that's when I said, hold on, now these numbers don't add up. And I was honest. I said, ma'am, I did not research none of this stuff. I just said yes to whatever you're saying. I said, now we need to talk about it. And she said, okay, then I'm willing to take this much. Okay, fine. And then she went up on the paperwork because I sent her the paperwork to sign, and she signed and did her own thing, which is fine because at the end of the day, 180, whatever, 186, 187, and 260, that's a lot of money. I still got a lot of money.
That's 79,000, coach. I did the math for you. I did the math for you.
I ain't crying. I know it's more than zero. So, guys, I just need you all to understand this, all right? And I'm sorry for preaching. I ain't trying to preach really. I promise you, God, I will run from being a preacher for the rest of my life. Well, I can't say that because I will run, but God gonna make me do whatever He's gonna make me do. But I'm gonna run till I can't run no more. But I am gonna. That's stupid. I shouldn't say that. All right, so I'm dumb. All right, so listen, Jaron, thank you, brother. Get some people together, man. I will send you a link. I would love to be part of that. But tomorrow evening, I will be attending my sister's graduation. Okay, good. Go ahead and preach, Pastor. Stand up. You don't do that ever. You play too much. All right, Jaron. Hey, anybody else want to take me up on that? Jaron can't do it tomorrow because he'll be the sister graduation. I appreciate you, brother, for letting me know. But anybody that want to come on live and talk about some things tomorrow evening, if it don't have to be about the values, we can wait on that and we can do that another time, Jaron, with you or anybody else. I mean, it's not about. I'm open. I like unscripted stuff and I like to do stuff on top of my head. I like it. It's funner. It's exciting, and I can get into it because it made me have to listen to you and not have to wait for a cue to tell you a question. I don't like all that crap. I hate doing my briefings. I hate doing that teaching off of PowerPoint. I hate that mess. I do it for you all, but I like being unscripted and go with it. But yeah, so that's it, y'all. So why would you be great is about whatever you want to do, whatever your purpose is, talk about it. I got a young lady coming in talking about her tutoring program. I got somebody that's talking about her book. Priscilla gonna come on, brother, and she's gonna talk about her movie writing, her script writing, and all the stuff she got going on, and how she's growing her business, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I got somebody that's coming on about massage therapists. I go to a masseuse probably twice a month and get all the kinks and all the stress worked out. And yeah, she's gonna talk about her stuff that she's doing on Tuesday. And then Joe, man, I'm gonna go ahead the month of July. I think once I get my house straight and stuff, the problem I had to do with this year, and sorry, Miss Belinda, sorry, Miss Grace, about this weekend. I canceled that because I had too many moving pieces. And it was Father's Day weekend. I didn't want to bother people. But I'm going to line up everybody to talk about the BRRRR process step by step. Everybody that helped me with the BRRRR process, I'm going to have someone come in with their portion. And I want to say between July and August, I already got it set on my calendar. I just need to share the dates with y'all. Every on Saturday for at least an hour, I'm gonna have a different person come on and talk about their steps in the BRRRR process. And I think it's gonna be 6 weeks. So that's y'all getting that as a bonus almost. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna do an extra charge for that because I really do need to pay the people that's helping me out with that. So I'm praying on it and trying to figure out if I'm gonna just foot the bill or if I'm gonna charge an extra charge for that Saturday class. But I'm just letting y'all know that the first person I talked to the last person I talked to, and all my process in between, I want to step it out. And each Saturday they'll do their teaching and talk about their steps and what they do. The bank, the lawyer, and I plan on doing the same thing with this woman that working with me in Mississippi, man, with this short-term thing. I'm gonna do that too, that term process. I'm gonna have that lawyer talk step by step what her priority is, talk about my part, and then I'm getting some VAs in place with a team, a VA team, and they're gonna talk about their parts, and we're gonna do it like that, man, and teach it. So each one teach one, spread the love. But that's what the future holds in a nutshell, bro. I know I just rambled a whole bunch of stuff out quickly, but you got things going on, I got things going on, we got things going on, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited so much more to do, so much.
Absolutely, man. You should be excited.
Yeah.
I mean, you absolutely should, man. So yeah, keep up the hard work, the consistent efforts, man. And yeah, like, hey, man, we're gonna keep doing some amazing things, man. Amazing things. And I appreciate you sharing that. Here's something. Well, I guess before I shift or we shift, is anything else you want to share about, the deal that you have there in Mississippi, or the course or the call tomorrow evening?
No, man. No, that's everything right there. I gave y'all all the scoop that you need to know for right now. The lawyer gonna type the contract up over because the woman sent me the paperwork with me not paying the money. So now since I paid the money, I had the young lady to text me in a text message saying I paid the money. I did what I had to do. Joe want to speak too. So I had the woman text me that's I already paid her the money and everything. So the lawyer, I sent it to the lawyer redoing the contract to show that I already paid her the money. Everything dressed, and she's addressing the insurance concern to make sure that we both know that she did bring to our attention that could be the only problem, the insurance.
Got it. And you know what I do with the is it the title insurance or is it the insurance on the property?
The property.
Okay. So one of the things that I do is, hey, you contact the insurance company and you have them change which you may already know this, change their policy to a landlord policy and add you as additional insured, granting you the ability to call in and make file claims.
Yeah, that's basically what I told her that need to happen. But you said it a lot better and smarter. I was like, well, I would need the landlord policy. She said, well, no, she kept on going back and forth. That's why I said she kept on repeating herself. I'm like,
yeah,
that's all I got. I just switched a landlord policy. Why are you making it difficult?
Yep, that's all you need. And whenever you get that document signed, which you should already have that one, to where she signs and you fax it over to the insurance company, boom. So that way you know that it was sent, you legit ready to roll.
No, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. No, I appreciate that a heads up, man. And that's what she kept on running my mouth about. And I kept saying, okay, yes, ma'am, I got you. And I called the young lady. I need to text her that right now. And I called her, but she said, make sure you text me too. But hey, I want to hold Joel up, brother. Go and let Joel in here.
Okay. And let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. Joel?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Yeah, you have something you'd like to share?
Yeah, it's a quick question. So I understand the deal, I understand the process, I'm just curious as to how did it fall in your lap? Like, was it abandoned sign? Are we talking like a Facebook ad, a Craigslist post, how does something like that fall in your lap pretty much? That's my general question.
So all my deals, I'll be honest with you, all my deals come from word of mouth and Facebook mainly. I post a lot on Facebook about real estate, about being an entrepreneur and a business I do. And I build a lot of relationship with a lot of people. And everywhere I go, I tell people what I'm doing. Last week, I in process on the building with the military, and I gave my card out to everybody I met, saying, hey, I'm a real estate investor. 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 So the young lady, I sent a text message out one night talking about my book, Why Wait to Be Great. And a woman said she had just prayed to God and asked God to help her with her house selling process. And she don't want a real estate agent. And she wanted to be easily and painless. And a text message came through that same night. She sent me a text message said, wow, you must be my savior. so that's what she said. She said that I forgot, I just asked God to send this and make this painless. And I said, and then you sent a text message out, and I forget, I hit you up, and she hit me up, and that's what happened, brother. I mean, no point intended, and that's exactly what happened. And from that day on, she's been doing all the work, and I've been doing all the reaping. She won. She got 16.5 out of me. I would never gave her 16.5. I did the paperwork. I would never give her 16.5. She won on that end because I would only gave her 5. That's it. I would have gave you 5 and move out.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I would have gave her, man. I wouldn't have gave her no 16.5, but since I was lazy, it costs to be lazy. It costs to be lazy. So she won, and I promise. I admit it. It does cost. I mean, but I don't mind because I'm still winning.
Big time.
I'd have won bigger, man. But I ain't greedy. It's all good. And look, because of that, Joel, Joe, whichever one, he called Joel. He over there with that, what's the name? You see my screen?
Yep, we can see it.
You see that? Because of that one deal, I got a lawyer working for me. So since the lawyer is working for me, I needed her to make more money. So I went and pulled all these names and numbers and addresses up. Because if I can make one deal and she know what she's doing, I need her to make all these deals. I need her to make 24 deals.
And here's the thing, she can do it in the entire state.
I already talked about that. So what she told me was that for her, she'll go with Jackson. She said that she would work with somebody else, it'd be more expensive, but she'll work with other people and she'll do what she do. Okay. So because of that, I pulled that up. And because of that, I pulled out way more deals. I mean, I got a whole bunch of addresses, y'all. This is my system for finding deals. This is my system for finding deals. And I just put the zip code in. And now, as you can see the date, that's when I started playing with this stuff. And it got me working. I got me working, trying to pull deals out. All right, y'all see I got 16,000 deals on right here. Let me stop sharing my screen. Y'all know y'all writing the addresses down.
Oh yeah, I'm copying and pasting. I'm screenshotting. Hey, I'm moving quick over here. You see the face going back and forth.
Hey, look, the lawyer already knows what she's doing. I told the lawyer I want to keep her working, so I got to keep that lawyer working. I'm a man of my word. I told that lawyer, you do this one deal, and more will follow. Y'all heard that word, more will follow. You do this and more will follow. Yeah, all right, never mind. Y'all ain't ready.
You bad. No, sir, we're not. I'm not.
All right, bro, go ahead, man. You're finna say something, man. You're finna talk about something else that you're finna go off of.
No, man, I just do like I love everything you know that you share, because you know this is something that I actively practice and pursue, you know, on a daily basis. You know, this is, hey, as they say, hey, I ain't new to this, I'm true to this, and that's facts, man. You know, it's you just like you pump me up too, man. You do, and I hope something was shared tonight that, you know, just continue to inspire those that are, you know, working on getting their foot in the door on the real estate side to, you know, continue to take those steps. I will tell you a couple things here. Is you know, one, all right, so let me tell you one of the issues that I just received, which is an amazing issue, right? So I check my mail today. I typically check my mail once a week. It's, you know, it's But whatever's in there, hey, I know that, hey, I have some time, to actually process that information. If it's time sensitive information, it's going to be, sent certified mail. They're going to drop it at my door. So, that's what I do. So I go to the mailbox today, and once a couple blessings that, hey, I did receive, a couple checks here and there. And hey, and I also received a couple bills here and there. But it was one check in particular in the amount of almost $1,200. $1,200, coach. Now let me tell you about this check. All right, let me tell you about this check. The check is not in my name. All right, but I received it. It's for me. And so I'll share with you why. You just executed that sub 2 deal.
Yep.
Jackpot. So I executed a sub 2 deal. Hey, check this out, because I did I stopped the pre-foreclosure, did a loan mod. And, whenever you're going through pre-foreclosure or foreclosure process, the bank will place insurance on your property, right? So they'll do that. So now it's, your premium is higher. So just so happened how does the cycle hit? So whenever that happened, I went in and I said, you know what? Hey, I need a more affordable, insurance policy. I called my guy at over at State Farm. Hey, drafted up a new insurance policy. Remember, the deed is not my name, so the policy needs to be in the person that deed is in their name at this time. And it was like still connected to the mortgage. So I said, you know what? Boom, that's okay. I need you to go and I just emailed him. And look, because he knows how I work, no issues. I emailed him the property address, emailed him the bank, emailed him the loan number. And at the bottom, I put the seller and his cell number and email address. I said, whatever you need, you can respond to this email chain, or you can call them directly. Fast forward, boom, the guy, he went in, dropped my mortgage note, $40 a month. All right, $40 a month. As a result of that, my escrow was higher than what it needed to be. So in return, the bank sent me a $1,200 rebate because my escrow was over. Now, all right, so now remember, the check's not in my name. It's in the seller's name. So I called the seller. Hey, I have this check here I need for you to endorse. And like, a check you need me to endorse? Yes. I've been paying the mortgage. I over escrowed, so they sent me a rebate check. So I need you to endorse it. I already filled it out. When you want to sign over a check, because I've done it before. On the back, you put pay to the order of boop, 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 my company's name, and then he signs at the bottom. So, hey, I overnighted the check to my local notary. Local notary is scheduled to go meet with him this weekend. Boom. He's going to sign the actual check. Hey, I pay my local notary. Hey, I pay her extra $200 just for taking care of it, making sure it's done correctly and quickly. Done. You know what he said? Okay, no problem. Boom. Just like that. So just from following the process, dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's, making sure we stand on top of things, man, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. And last week, Derek had an opportunity to actually go work out in the field with me, for a couple of days. I'm
working like a Hebrew slave.
Nah, I ain't working that hard. He said, hey, look, he ain't afraid to go in that fiery pit, that furnace. He said, because he ain't gonna be in there alone. See, he said, hey, look, he said he know a little bit. He know a little bit what's in that good book, a little bit. But Derek, if you're able to unmute.
I already asked him to unmute.
Very, very interesting of how he does operate. His phone doesn't stop ringing, and I just had to think and sit, and meditate on the lifestyle of how he has to, prep. He doesn't stop moving. So it was interesting to kind of see that and try to adjust it to myself as in, hey, it's a constant grind. a constant sacrifice to just get up and do what you got to do, get those small wins in the day. And, we didn't stop, so it was interesting to see that and learn from it.
There, out of all the houses that we saw, what was your favorite?
Well, it's the one that I deemed the Fresh Prince house. It was a house that basically the one we pulled up to, and there was a couple there already, looking at the house. We actually pulled up and they were backing out, and they, went up the street, but they turned around, and it was exciting to see that guy approached me. Hey, you working on the house? I was like, hey, I am working on the house. I'm a mentee, but if you got questions, the homeowner got answers, and I'll grab them for you. And it was just interesting to see right away the wife walked in, immediately fell in love with the house. And, it was exciting to see how she claimed it as her own. I mean, after the conversation at Starbucks, she did whisper, basically blatantly yelled something to me. Hey, get that stuff out of my house. So it was just exciting. It was like, yeah, man, a win. It was beautiful to see.
All right, cool. So that's excellent, man. I appreciate that. Okay, so tell me, what was your next favorite? Because so you saw that one. Give me tell us about 3. So what was the second favorite that you saw?
My second favorite honestly, if we're just talking about favorites, it was just being able to see the grind, to just see the determination for you to get through your days and making your trips to all the homes and making all the appearances and conversations that you had. That, all the homes are actually my favorite, but just being able to see how you operate and navigate your day, it helps me to, understand what will be needed for me.
Modest, all of them was your favorite. No, man, come on, let's talk. I want you to tell me about the houses that you saw, because I'm getting somewhere. So
okay. So there was another one, of course, in Bossier City that we pulled up to. It has a pool there. It actually has a sister home there. Something where you can actually have an in-law or either just a guest at the home. 2 properties on one piece of land. So with that pool right in the middle, no one has to bother each other, from property to property. So that was exciting to see.
Okay, so okay, so you're speaking about the house with the pool. Okay, got it. All right.
And the other one would be that you actually, came up with a great idea to assist, older males of the community. The home that you have that's pretty spacious enough to where they can go in and have all expenses paid, pretty big, nice area, go out there, barbecue, do what you do. That was another good property as well.
Okay. And what was your least favorite?
Oh, least favorite, Tulip.
Okay.
Tulip only because of you can see that the front of the home does need a little bit more work done. Of course, getting some fencing area done, but inside the home, you wouldn't be able to. It's from night and day. Well, you see outside and then walking inside, I wouldn't have expected that walking in the home.
So totally different once you walk in the house and the outside. Okay.
Yeah, once you walked in, it was just like breath of fresh air. But I can see that the outside does need some work, and you have a plan in motion for that.
Got it. Okay. So here's a couple things, because what I would like to say, Derek just shared with us, I think 4 or 5 properties, that we spent time at, and we spent time at more, but 4 or 5 properties that the 5 that he just spoke of. What was it? You said Fresh Prince, and you said the pool house. And, okay, the 4 properties that he spoke about. Coach, here's a beautiful thing about those 4 properties. me personally, I paid $0 out of my pocket to actually buy these 4 properties. $0. Now, that's to buy them. Do I have money into the actual projects right now? I do, but whenever I purchased them, whenever I acquired them, $0. So I'll work backwards there. The one that you hated the most, and I say, I don't mean that, hate that you actually just hated the property. So Tulip was, if you think you didn't like it, now a good thing you didn't see it, at the very beginning. Some people can tell you like it was rough. But here's the thing about that property, Derek. That property was, as Coach mentioned earlier, gifted to me. It was given to me, basically given to me. And I'll give you the numbers. $40,000 on the balance of the loan, $50,000 on the actual renovations. So I'm all in $90,000. The property is worth $145,000. So if I choose to sell it, flip it, hey, I'll make a couple thousand. If I choose to exercise the method that Coach taught me, which is the BRRRR method, hey, I'll be able to have a house for free that was renovated completely. Everything's in there brand new, plumbing, electrical, AC, siding, roof, all that stuff is brand new. So this house is meant to last for years and years and years. So gifted to me. So then you go forward with the group home. That was another one I purchased utilizing the BRRRR method. Purchased it for $70,000, put $20,000 into it, refinanced $100,000 out. Right now, as is, that property is worth, I think it was 170. Once we enclose the garage, how we were speaking about, enclosing the garage and adding a bathroom and 2 bedrooms there. So once you do that, that value goes up from 170 to like 220, the value of the property. So that's another bang. The house with the pool. Sellers didn't want the house. They told me I could have it. Please take this problem off of my hands. It's all yours. So that's another one. So the Fresh Prince house, as you called it, that's one I'm like investing with. I have an investor in on that one. The investor brought in some capital for the down payment, brought in some capital to get the labor started. And since then, I floated the project. But that's teamwork. So when it's all said and done, hey, I'm building an empire that you guys are able to do the exact same thing with the support of, myself, Coach, YouTube, your peers, everyone else. Like we're here to assist you guys. But I thought that was like really cool that every house you went to while we were there, everyone, I paid $0 out of my pocket to acquire. $0.
I had no idea.
Yeah, right. Hey, what's really cool is the video that you shot on the free house. If I would have been thinking, I wasn't thinking because like you saw how we work. Like, dude, like we didn't even eat till like 9 o'clock at night. And I'm talking about in the morning, we wake up, boom, get dressed, we out, we don't eat till 9 o'clock. Not saying that, I was trying to starve you, but boom, that adrenaline is just pumping so much being out in the field. If we would have, like, if I was thinking, bro, when we left that house, I would have drove right around the block, showed you another house that I got the freeway, then drove a couple more blocks, boom, showed you a third house I got the freeway, and then boom, you already knew about the house that we flipped because Kiko stayed at that house, so you've already been in that one. So all in the same neighborhood, man, just picking them up. So, but I didn't pick them all up back to back. It was months in between, just staying consistent, driving my routes when I am in town. And I was able to, come up on some great opportunities. So yeah, man. I appreciate you coming out, man. I enjoyed your presence. It was comical and the work was work. You saw that, work wasn't hard. It was just, you're just always gone, always busy. So I appreciate you for that, man. I do. So yeah, man, let's see what we can do to keep this momentum going. I see everything that you have going on. Been watching your Facebook. You've been like making some amazing posts and attracting the right audience. So yeah, man, just keep it coming, man. You got some great things in store. Great things in store.
Glad to
Absolutely.
be a part of the process. It was a fun trip and educational one more than anything.
Absolutely. Well, guys, if there's nothing else, if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, anything that they would actually like to add right now would be the perfect time. If there's not, we'll go ahead and conclude as we've reached the hour mark for the Monday call. Nope. Well, excellent. Well, I tell you what, guys, hey, here's one of the things I'm willing to do, man, to keep you guys motivated, thriving and pumping. Hey, I'm working my pre-foreclosure leads for this month here. Anyone want to partner up with me? Hey, I'll be willing to work with you guys to show you, the process from finding the leads to, skip tracing the contact information, having the conversations, and then even disposing the actual assets. So if anyone's interested in that, just, shoot me a message and, I'll we can partner up and work together on that too. So yeah, so this is what I do. Guys. Well, hey, I appreciate all of you. Hey, Wednesday, see you guys Wednesday. For those of us that are able to, join Coach tomorrow evening on the Wild Way to Be Great, please do so. And yeah, man, I appreciate all of you. Coach, you have any parting words?
Man, y'all don't use Zelle.
Yeah. Oh, man, I see your message now, Jaron. But what was that, Coach?
I don't know how to use Zelle, man. I don't know how to use the Zelle stuff, man. Somebody told me Zelle. I don't know how to use the stuff. I'm over here working on this thing.
What bank you with?
Barksdale.
Yep, Barksdale do use Zelle. Yep, they sure do.
But it keeps spinning.
This seller wanted 80, and she just said she will take 55. All right, Coach. Can you help me run these numbers?
I'm over here playing around on this thing, trying to get the thing to work.
Hey, man, keep working on it. Jaron, circle back around to me in the morning. And we'll take a look at that actual deal that you have going. And yeah, I'll love to help you with that. Love to help you with it.
All right, bro. Well, thank you for the night, man. Sorry for my tardiness. Like I said, I just got off the road not too long ago, and then phone call after phone call.
Hey, brother, trust. Hey, Derek told you, man. I don't see how you. Yeah, I'm always on the phone, man. You always willing and dealing, nonstop, willing and dealing. But hey, poor guy was like, hey, I'm gonna talk. Hey, man, I'm gonna pick your brain all the way there. Okay. Okay, sure. Hey, sure. Hey, he might have got 30 minutes. Hey, you know what I mean?
4.5 hours, brother. I'm talking about I done drove up and down the road several times, and I have not had a chance to do me.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it is, man. That is how it is.
I be having my Ron LeGrant. I be having my Ted McGrath. I be having my Darren Hardy. I be having my people ready. I was gonna listen to Grant Cardone today to beef me up on these cold calls, and I'm on the phone the whole time. I ain't get a chance to listen to none of these motivation.
Man, hey, Grant Cardone, different kind of hype, man. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, I gotta start doing cold calls, so I said I need to listen to Grant Cardone. Get in it.
Oh, he gonna get you. Hey, that's one thing he is going to do, my brother. He is going to pull it out of you. Yeah, man. I'm over here right now, man. You got me pumped up. I'm like, you know what, man? Let me go through my my pre-foreclosure list, and then because I've been focusing in one area, and I forgot. I'm like, you know what? Heck, I buy houses over here too. So you got me all pumped up, man, and like I said, hey, all you need is that one.
We got game changers going on right now.
Oh, bro. Whenever I drop that info on the how to finesse the banks, oh my God. Whenever that info drops, man, how to finesse the banks. Hey, look, that's why Jamila be having so much excitement. Hey, cause she be finessing them too, man.
What you supposed to do?
She be finessing them. Hey, she brought some new stuff for me that I hadn't heard of. I dropped a bomb on her. She was like, yeah. Came right back. She dug deeper and dropped it right back on me. You know what I mean? But we both love it, man. We get a kick out of it. So I'm appreciative of the partnership that I have with her too, man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But man, look, thank you for the night, bro. It's been a joy. Sorry for monopolizing that moment I had, but we gonna make it happen, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Everyone take care, and we will catch up tomorrow.
All right.
All right, brother. Later.